Arizona vote and whatever came, it is now emerging. She also did not win that.
Okay, because the last time I took a tally, there was that issue that Clinton had won the popular vote by at least 200,000. So if that is the case, because Al Gore did win the popular vote but did not win the electoral college. So you want to ask yourself, what's this type of a system? Like in Kenya, we have a system where you have to get 50 plus 1. Or even in the old system, you had to, in addition to the popular vote, get at least 25% in 5 provinces. So right now, you have to get 25% in at least 24 counties, meaning at least half of the country must give you some mandate. Yeah, so that you must, so there is a rider. Many people think it's just the 50 plus 1. There's a reason why we want the votes to be evenly spread, so that you do not just cash on your own votes in one region and become the president of one region, so that we know that there's at least 50% of the regions of the country have validated you to the extent of 25%. So, but I can tell you this politically correct language in how people recycle one another. You know, I was all for a woman winning the American presidency, but it would have been a great feat if that woman was, for instance, Elizabeth Warren, some person who's just come from nowhere, who's not a legacy candidate, who does not come from what is called a dynasty. But we want so that people can start to internalize and evaluate people on the basis of their character. Do you know one thing? I heard Trump in an interview. Do you know that Trump might have been a billionaire, but he was outspent by the Clintons? But it's just that he was more effective in his campaign. He used social media. He said it himself. I heard him on CNN. So he was outspent by Clinton, I think almost by 2. But so that means, therefore, it was not necessarily the money that Trump had, because a few people might tend to position it as the money that Trump had. It was more about the message that was resonating with the majority of the population. And it brought 3-4 characteristics of the large American society. Because if Trump was saying those type of things and still could secure a win, notwithstanding based on the American electoral system, it's a win.
It's a win.
So Trump said that we Americans are sexists. So here we are, they always come here with the ambassadors and all kinds of people, and also always say nice things. Obama saying how, you're not taking care of the women enough, doing this enough, comes and lectures us at Kasarani. I believe that what he said is right politically, but they also need to reciprocate it where they are from. Rural America, like rural Kenya, has fundamental prejudices against women, including women themselves, about women being in leadership. So they said they are sexist. They actually acknowledge they are racist. That there was a white supremacy, a white calling. Let's make America great again. Great again. The coded word in there. It was great when there were white people. That was what the reading also in some of the racist enclaves. That is making America great again, meaning make America white again. So therefore there was a racist undertone. And there was a religious prejudice. Trump could bring it on the table. That if today, even here in Kenya, if you uttered a slur against a small minority religion, you are likely to suffer more consequences than in the United States. Because I think Kenyans are generally religious people. They're God-fearing people. So they do not want God to be desecrated in whatever form that he is worshipped.
Okay.
So I think the American public brought what is called a raw America from under the table and put it on us, and we knew for a fact that these people, also have the same kind of characteristics which is quoted. Right. That's the word used by Gweda in relative terms to us who believe we are so prejudiced and so underdeveloped and so undemocratic. In fact, to wind up, we can actually provide a template to the United States. People think we need to learn from the United States. I had one of my senators in one of the interviews saying,